So we start min and an. Okay, that's very good. So okay. So we will just do a revision of preposition, because we were doing preposition. So we did min, an, inda, ma'a. We did la. Did we do la? Minahal? We did la. We did. Oh, sorry, Hafsa. Sorry. La. We did la. We did ala. Ma is there. Yeah. We did ala. Ila. Yeah. And we did ba, zer, bi. Yeah. And we did fi. Okay. Anything missing in the preposition? Ma, I wrote it after inda. Okay. So Barira and Javeria. Oh, Javeria is at the doctor. Okay. No worries. So no worries. Allah give her shafa. So we did almost all the preposition which you can think of right now. Okay. So we are just doing the revision, and these were the preposition. So you are good with the prepositions, right? Okay. And after that, we did the negative words, which was la, ma, lam, and lan. We did that? No, we didn't? Okay. So, okay. So we can do it today. Okay. So this means la means no. Ma means no. Ma also means like what as well sometime. Okay. So, but it is used for no as well, right? That's why I said, but our focus is negative words today. Lam means no, and lan means never. Okay. You're good with the negative words? So now you will see la in the Quran. Would you know the meaning of la? Okay, good. Okay. And Barira, you are good with la, ma, lam, nan, lan? Okay. And Aisha, la, ma, lam, lan, you are good? Okay. All right. Now you have done that. How about we did in? Did we do in? Okay, that's a new concept as well. In, inna, an, anna. Okay, you will get most of the time these four combinations. Okay, in, an, inna, an, anna. Okay, what does in means? Who knows the meaning of in? Aisha? If. Oh, okay, good. Did you know, Hafsa? In means if? Okay. How would you remember its meaning? It's very easy, because on a daily basis, you use this word in your like Urdu. Where do you use it? No, that's inna. Yeah, that's inna. So that's a wrong example for in. Inshallah. Who said inshallah? Aisha? Yes. So on a daily basis, Hafsa, we say inshallah, right? How do we write it? Inshallah, right? We say that daily, right? So if we say that daily, so what does it mean? If Allah wills, if Allah wants, right? So that's the meaning of in. That's the in we use. Okay. All right. Okay. So we use it daily. So now we know the meaning of in. How about inna? What's the meaning of inna? Inna means verily or indeed. Verily or indeed. In Urdu, we sometimes say beshak. Okay. Indeed. Okay. Sadaf's daughter, Iman. Iman? Walaikum salam. How are you, Iman? Good. So you are starting in the middle. Did you get the recording of the first class and the second class? Okay, so it would be very hard for you to pick up. Maybe you can stay a little bit later, or I'll request one of you, maybe Hafsa. Once we finish, we will spend 30 minutes for these new lessons. And then today you would help Iman, because Iman joined today. She missed the first few lessons. Okay. So if we can help her catch up, right? It would be a revision, but it would help her. So I'll take a volunteer on a daily basis, like one day. So tomorrow, maybe Aisha would help stay a little bit later with us for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. So Iman can catch up, right? So unfortunately, she didn't know what date to join. So now she knows. So this is her first day. In the middle, if you start in the middle, it would be very difficult to catch up. Okay. But it's okay. Tag along, Iman, and inshallah, we'll do the revision for the first and the second lesson. And in 2-3 weeks, you would be up to the speed. Okay. Okay. So now is Aisha, Barida, and Hafsa. What does means? That. No, indeed is inna. Sorry, I'm writing. Is that. Okay. And anna is that as well. So these 4 words are confusing, but once you just try to remember it, you would not be confused. So in Quran, if you see anna, you will know the meaning. If you know inna, you would know the meaning, right? So it would be very easy for you if you just try to remember these 4 letters. Okay? Make sense? Okay, so these are easy words, and we just they are out of our way now, because now we know the meaning of in, and meaning of inna, and meaning of and meaning of anna. And anna, they are similar in meaning. And sometime in Quran, you would see that it's not exactly the meaning which we discussed today, but it's okay. Because one word can be utilized in many ways. Okay. What we are doing, we are writing down the most common use in the Quran. So most commonly, in is if, inna is verily and indeed, an is that, and anna is also that. Okay. So if you will, just try to remember, just keep revising it until you are comfortable, unless you don't have to look up the meaning. So whenever in comes, it means if. You don't even look at the translation, and it means if, right? It is conditional. Okay. When you put a if, that's why the Arab people, they don't say inshallah, they say biiznillah, right? Because inshallah, you are putting a condition if Allah wants, like you are Yeah, I can't, but to explain, like you are giving a choice, like if Allah wants, like someday he wouldn't want as well, and he wouldn't want for some reason, right? But when you say Biznillah, that with the Allah's permission, right? That's more. So no Arab says inshallah. They usually say Biznillah, Biznillah, right? So that was strange. I never saw my Arab friends. Yeah, some Egyptians say inshallah, just like us. But Egyptian and Pakistani, people, their understanding of Arabic, Quranic Arabic is the same. But Middle Eastern, just like Saudi Arabia, they hardly say inshallah. They say Biiznillah. Okay. All right. So can I clear the board? And okay, that's good. All right. So I'll clear the drawings. And now we will move on to, it's called, in Urdu, it's called Isme Shara. But those who don't know Urdu, Iman, for example, Iman, you know how much Urdu you know? You understand Urdu, but you cannot write it, right? Or you cannot read it. Am I right? Okay. We have two Imans now in the class. Other Iman is off today, but she is Iman as well. What grade you are in? Grade 10? MashaAllah. Just like Barira. Barira, you are going in grade 9 or 10? 9, right? 9. So you and Barira are the same age almost. Okay. So Isme Ishara is pointing noun. Okay, what are pointing noun? In English, we say that. Zalika. Did we do, Hafsa, did we do Zalika? Okay. So these are Isme Ishara, that, right? If we are pointing towards something, and we don't want to say its real name, we say that, right? Okay. So Zalika is that, and that's masculine, because in Arabic, even the noun, and just like Urdu, like we say kursi gir gayi, right? Yeah, kursi hil gayi, right? Like we make it sound feminine, don't we? Right, Aisha? But when it's a table, तो हम कहते हैं मेज के बारे में बात करना है हमको, तो हम कैसे बोलते हैं? हम कहते हैं मेज, हाँ, मेज हिल रहा है, यानी कि आदमी की तरह, लाइक मस्कुलिन, उसको मुजक्कर का सीगा देते हैं हम, राइट? So just like in Urdu, there is a masculine and a feminine attached to each word. In English, you say it. In English, they don't identify kursi as a feminine and table as a masculine. They just use it like it for it, like it's neutral for them, right? But in Urdu, there is a feminine gender, and Arabic has the same. So for example, book is masculine, right? And ayah is feminine, right? The verse is a noun as well, but it's feminine, right? So we have to identify, we have to remember the noun, whether it's a masculine gender, because जैसे like I don't, hopefully आप में से कोई पठान नहीं है, but जब वो पठान उर्दू पढ़ते हैं तो वो ऐसा लगता है कि वो गलत सलत उसका जेंडर लगा रहे. Exactly, मैं आ रहा हूँ, मैं जा रहा हूँ कर देते हैं, right? Yeah. So same with that would happen अगर आप किसी अरबी के सामने अरबी बोलेंगे and you don't know the gender and you put whatever you want, then they will say, okay, like they will find it very funny, just like we find like Pashto, like a Pathan very funny, right? When वो gender को fail कर देते हैं, right? So Zalika means that is a masculine. It's used for only masculine noun, right? But feminine noun के लिए we have a word. What is the word? Feminine के लिए tilka, Okay, tilka, right? Tilka means that as well, but for feminine. All right. And now what would be the plural of zalika and tilka? No, that yeah, I know because we did that was with akil noun, right? Yeah, no, it won't be zalikina. It would be ulaika. It would be little different, right? Okay, I'll tell you the meaning, the reason now. Ulaika. Okay, this is the plural. It means those. Okay, so Hafsa. Uh, there is a regular noun, and broken noun. Okay, regular noun, you change it like Muslim, Muslimuna, right? But irregular noun or broken noun, they have a different way. Yeah, just like kitab, it's not kitabina, it's kutub, right? So not all of them. Yeah, your try was good. Like, I mean, like, once I learned that this is how we make the plural, but over here, unfortunately, it doesn't apply that logic. So for zalika and tilka, ulaika is the plural. Okay. Yeah, same plural. Yeah, yeah. So it can be many masculine things together. You can say ulaika. There can be feminine things together. You can say ulaika, and there could be a combination of a masculine and a feminine. Like all the tables and all the chairs would be ulaika. Okay, right? So it can be applied to both, and the combination of both, right? Any questions so far? Barira and Aisha, so you guys are good? Okay. Okay. So what I'm doing now, I'll do, this was Isme Ishara. There is one more word for that. Isme Ishara Ba'i. Ba'i, this means anything far, right? If it's at the farther distance, then you will say that. If it is Qareeb, it is near. Now we will learn Isme Ishara Qareeb. What does Qareeb means? Near. So pointing noun, pointing where? Pointing near, right? Okay. How would we say for Zalika? There would be a word haza. Okay. Haza means this. Okay. And that's again masculine. And then there would be hazihi. Hazihi. Okay. And that would be this, but for feminine. Okay. And then we have to have a plural. What would be the plural for these? Ulaika. Yeah, it would be haulai, means these. Okay. Got it? So 3 isme ishara ba'i, 3 isme ishara qari. One masculine, one feminine, one plural. Okay. And this comes in the Quran every now and then, so you should know. whether it's pointing out too far or pointing out too near, right? These are isme ishara. All right. Any questions so far? Okay. So we did what we did today. We did the negative words, then we did in, anna, and we did all that. And now, because there are so many people absent today, how about we do some from lesson 1? It would be revision for Aisha and Barira and Hafsa. And Hafsa is helping, letting us know, like today she is a volunteer for Iman, right? So I'll start. You guys can stay, and if you don't want to stay, Barira and Aisha, but tomorrow one of you have to stay to help Iman. Okay. So I'm clearing this. All right. And Iman, the sessions are recorded, so you can go back and check the recording as well. Okay. Okay. So far, how do you feel? I know you started in the middle and you will be lost, but if you start from the very beginning, it would be very easy for you. Okay. So far, how do you find? Were you expecting this kind of a course in Quran? So is it good or hard or what? It would be better, and would you enjoy it? Inshallah. Okay. Yeah, as far as you like it, you will enjoy it. Okay. So it's a revision, but it's okay. We are doing it for Iman, and other kids can benefit from the revision as well. So Hafsa, now your job is to tell me what was the lesson 1 so I can revise it. Pronoun. Okay. Okay. Just go one. Yeah, masculine pronoun. Okay, Iman, we started with masculine pronouns. Okay, you know the definition of pronouns? If you are going in grade 10, you know the definition of pronouns, right? Just like in English we have, like for boys, we say he, right? Right? Yeah, he, him, possessive pronouns, right? So in Arabic, we say huwa. Huwa means he. Okay? And then we have whom. Whom means they, but it's masculine because in the beginning we said we are not going to learn feminine yet. Yeah, because it would be too difficult to learn the masculine, the feminine at the same time. It would be too much, right? So we are just, yeah, exactly right. 80% of the Quran is masculine, right? So masculine, not only pronouns, but the whole concept of masculine, because in Arabic, if they do not identify and if it's generalized, they always use the masculine form. Okay. So it doesn't mean the Quran excluded the feminine. The feminine is there. But if it says to somebody that you all should speak the truth, don't tell a lie, right? And the form is used is the masculine. So do you think like Quran is only telling the men population to tell the truth or do not speak the lie? No, it is addressing the whole humankind, right? So the whole humankind is actually becomes masculine. but the feminine is already included in the humankind. Okay, so that is the concept behind the masculine language. Okay, anta, whom is they? Thank you. See, that's why I told you to help me. See, yeah, thank you. He, they, anta is you, and the plural of anta is antum, means all of you. Okay, man. And then, and after that was, after anta, ana and nahnu. Okay, so ana means I and nahnu means we. So we learned only 6 pronouns. Iman, this was our lesson number 1. In lesson number 1, we only did the 6 pronouns, but in one day we did multiple lessons because we had only 1 hour. We never completed 1 hour. We usually break the class. Yeah, right. So can you, Iman, can you read what? Yeah, sorry. Oh, okay, this you can utilize for masculine and feminine both, right? All right, that's good. Thank you. Iman, can you read the Arabic written on the board? Yeah, like Hua. Can you read that? Can you read Arabic? Do you know how to read Quran? Writing is different. Yeah, try at least. So it's a ha and a wa. How would you read Hua? Yes. And then second one was all of you and you all. Yeah. Iman, what is the second word? Ha and mim. Ha mim pesh. Whom. Whom. Okay. What is the third word? Alif noon zabar. Alif an anta. Like that won't be, this won't be that different from, okay. You have a little bit difficulty in reading as well. Alif noon ta. How would you read it? Try a little bit. Alif noon zabar. Alif noon fatha. What does it sound? No, you cannot still read it. Okay. Then we have to figure out whether you can read Quran or not. Okay. Hold on, Hafsa. Hafsa, hold on, Hafsa. Because we have to figure out if Iman can read, and then otherwise it would be very difficult for her. Okay. Hafsa, Iman, this is from the Quran, so this is not a different writing. Can you read this? Mashallah. So you can read, right? You can read and okay, that's not a problem. Yeah, now I confirm that you can read, but you have to try a little bit harder to read the whiteboard. Okay, so now we lost the whiteboard. That wasn't a smart move. Anyway, we'll slowly make sure. All I wanted that whatever I'm writing, you can read it because like I'm trying to write, but now, yeah, I think you will get familiar after 2-3 classes, but what I'm trying to write is Arabic, right? Just like Quran, right? And if you are unable to read it, then you won't be able to understand the lessons, right? And we want you to understand the lessons. It's not just like memorizing or anything, but at least if you understand what we are writing on the board, right? I'll try to write it like nicely. Ha and wa, wa, hum, okay? Anta, it's a little different, but that's how much I can write, right? So there are different mushaf as well, right? Like if you read the Arabic newspaper, they don't are they are without the harkat. Harkat is like fatha, dhamma, right? But yeah, you read it, mashallah, correctly on the Quran. So if you will just like pay a little bit attention, it won't be that difficult for you, right? But but because your mom can read Urdu and she might be able to. So if you don't understand a word I have written, you can you will go back to the recording or the screenshot. You can also take yourself the screenshot, and if you are not sure what I am writing, you can always ask your mom that what is written over here. Okay, so inshallah it would be good for you. Huwa, hum, anta, antum, ana. Okay, Hafsa. Now what you were trying to say? Nahi, ankum, you all. Okay. So in English, you all or all of you is the same thing. Okay. No, no, no. If you go to different Quran, different translation, every Quran has its own translation, right? Try read 3-4 places the translation. They are always changing the translation. Okay, right? So yeah, no, so that's a wrong concept, right? Like whatever you feel like is a good translation, but it shouldn't go like you shouldn't give your own opinion. Like antum, you all or all of you is quite similar, right? But antum, you cannot say they all. If you write they all, that would be wrong. Okay, but as far as you have like a you written in there, right? So yeah, it would be good. Okay, all right. All right, Iman. So lesson number 1, okay. Now we have verified that you can read Arabic. Only thing like you cannot read my writing. Uh, but I'm pretty sure by the time, because I would be doing a lot of writing, and if you won't understand, so try to pay attention. Maybe in 2-3 days you'll get familiar that this is a noon, this is a ta, this is alif, right? Okay, then you'll figure it out, right? What am I writing, right? So this was lesson number 1. Hafsa, what is lesson number 2? Yeah. So Iman, if I have written wa is a very small word, but it means and. Okay. Okay. So now if I write wa in front of hua, and hua was he, so what would be the meaning? And he. Okay. And if I write wa whom, so wa means and whom means they. So it would be and they. Okay. If I say va anta, so it would be and anta means you. So it would be and you. Okay. Okay. If I say va antum, and all of you, va ana. So if you put va in front of everything and you know the meaning of va and you know the meaning of ana, so you will say, yeah, it means and, va means and, ana means I, and I. Okay. Va nahanu, and we. Okay. So 2 lessons are lesson number 2. Okay. So I think 2 lessons are good enough for you. Okay. We'll try to do 2 or 1 lesson every day after the class, so you can get familiar. So today Hafsa helped you. Tomorrow we will ask Aisha to help you. Then we will ask Barira to help you with the catching up, right? So in few weeks you would be up to the speed. Okay. But join the class from the very beginning. Don't join late. It start at 12 sharp. Okay. We don't want anybody to joining late, because we do the lesson. We cannot keep revising the lesson for every time, right? This time I know you don't have a phone. You were using your mom's phone. Your mom couldn't inform you in time. Okay. But now you have to remember your own time, that 12 o'clock every Saturday and Sunday you have to join. Okay. Unless it's like I told, like other people took a time off today because it's summer. So sometimes somebody has to go some cottage where there is no internet connection, right? Then it's very difficult. Or you're going Wonderland, you are not going to find a spot where there is a Wi-Fi, right? So that you can inform me in advance that I won't be able to join today, because and it's only summer. In winter everybody is back, nobody goes outside in winter. Okay. So that's how we will do our summer, inshallah. But it's 12 o'clock the class start, and we will keep revising the lesson for you. And let me stop the recording at least. We have completed the lesson.